is going on, folks? It's Friday night, 7:30. Y'all know what that means along the Panhandle. It is time for Panhandle Fishing Report. I'm your host, Mike Smith, Smitty of Smitty Surf Fishing, and with me always is my co-host.
What is up, everybody? It is Demo from Finding Demo Surf Fishing Podcast. Welcome to the weekend, and I'm just going to go ahead and blow the buzzer right now when I say this, unfortunately. You might as well just plan to fish next week, because this week is going to not be good.
Oh, that's a bummer.
No winning, man. I feel like we're getting cheated a little bit.
But you know, whole week. Today was supposed to be pretty bad, and it was gorgeous out there. I mean, the sound was like glass. I can only imagine the bay was. I don't know what the surf was doing.
We love you too.
Pretty good. Facebook user,
whoever.
Love you too.
We love you too, man.
Whoever you are.
Well, the bay, I'm not even surprised. The bay was glass. I mean, so much good stuff between the windbreaks, and it goes from there. Berto, good evening to you, brother. Good evening to you, and thank you. We're glad you're here. We're always happy when you guys come back to the show. We really try to make sure that we're giving you guys the best stuff that we possibly can. And hey, we're just happy here.
Rob Foster, what is going on, brother? Rogue Reels Fishing. Appreciate you guys turning in.
If you're watching from Finding Demo's Surf Fishing podcast page, I have a feeling that's the culprit. I have a feeling.
You think it's that, or you think it's Panhandle Surf Fishing?
The last two times, who knows? It's been between them. Hey, Vernon, how you doing, bud? Hope you're doing well up there. Yeah, it's been. Yeah, it's always something with the tech. We've deleted it, we've added it, we've deleted it, we've added it, but it's just it's always something. You gotta have a technical difficulty. It's a requirement.
I was looking over at the phone there. Bill, what's going on, brother?
Donnie
here on Panhandle. That's why you're popping up as Facebook user. Interesting.
Right. Blaine, we were just talking about you. Talking about the weigh-in. We got some fun stuff to talk about that. Jack, hey man, how are you?
What up, Jack?
You didn't get out much this week, did you, Jack? With the weather, the pass? I didn't see much from Blaine. I know you were
busy editing all that video from the tuna massacre they went on.
Yes, it was. Those have been some good ones. Hey, Chip, good evening.
The sinker guy. What is up, brother?
Blaine got out and got some out there with old Larry. They were crushing it and nailing some good fish.
Yeah, so we'll be talking about that coming up in the show as well. Oh, I got out all right. Oh, you did.
Of course, with that. Like, I couldn't even hear him saying it with the smile. I did.
So, did you go near shore or offshore? I know the offshore bite near offshore bite, if that's the way to put it, was pretty good if you got out there.
I'm thinking like a couple miles. You're not talking about the kayak, right? I heard the surf was pretty rough to get out.
There's folks that made it out earlier in the week. Now, not towards the end of the week. Earlier in the week.
That's fair.
Like the first couple of days was pretty good, but later on in the week it got pretty bad. Yeah. So I've been missing the podcast for a while, but I'm trying to get back on the regular. Hey, us too, man. We've been gone. And actually, Brian and I was just inshore with heavy tackle.
Not really.
Nice.
Oh, you were. I know what you were doing.
Were you using half a crab by chance?
For some reason, I think you might be right.
Yeah, you think so? It is about that time of year. Start congregating up around the pylons and stuff. Going back to Roberto's comment, we're trying to get back on on a regular basis too. Matter of fact, just before we went live, Brian and I were talking about upcoming shows and what's going to be able to work and not work based on what we got going on. So we'll talk about
it's a fun
that.
Part. I mean, it's a good thing with the winter. We get a little bit of down, but we're having some funky days of fishing. If you guys have been following all the stuff on social media, hot, nice day followed by a freezing cold day, going with all these pieces, and it's all starting to look really good. But just getting it. So,
dude, I don't know about you, but when I woke up this morning, I was not expecting it to be so dang cold.
Really?
I go to let the dog out, and I'm like, oh. Normally I go out in shorts and a tank top, and I was like, this is brutal. Cliff, what's up, brother?
It's like a couple days ago. It was borderline unbearable humidity for this time of year.
Yeah.
It was just like, what the hell? It's winter. Just call it a day. But we couldn't get that one. I plead the fifth.
Rats. Bill, did rats take care of the wiring for you? Is that what your problem was?
Wiring. Yeah. Andy, good evening. How are you?
go something else. But
Mr. Burford, Mark, how are you?
Mark Burford,
Over
what's
the bar
up?
rods.
Over the bar rods, Florida surf tackle.
Sounds like northern Indiana weather. Ooh, that doesn't sound fun. Yeah,
or southern Indiana,
north
too. Yeah.
Y'all in the north get that real winter stuff, and I don't want to do that anymore. I mean, my uncle might be watching the show tonight. He's up in Maine dealing with that real winter. I love you, but no, I don't want that.
No, thank you. See, there it goes. It jumps up again.
Where are we at here?
I don't know. We're just kind of winging it for the next couple shows.
I like it. That works for me. I mean, hell, it makes it easier for our own structure personally. This week's show is sponsored by GI Jigs. Use code PFR for 10% off of purchases. GI Jigs are patented handmade jig heads, custom designed around the eye to make with unique characteristics to entice the fish to reaction strike. They've also got that nice little sparkly tail. Works. I'm telling you, it works. Check him out at gijigs.com. Don't forget to use code PFR and get yourself set up for success. He has more stuff in the shop now, so you should definitely go take a look. That's for sure.
Absolutely. Oh, Rat Reds. I got you.
Oh yeah. I saw a couple that I saw that couple posts that you had there. Yeah, it was good to see you back out on charters though, Bill.
Dustin, what is up?
Hey guy.
Good to see you guys. And we saw, was it Barry jumped on? Barry.
Yep, Barry's there.
What's going on, brother?
Can you drag Demo to the beach for a few? I'm getting better.
I will be able to do that here soon in about 2 weeks.
You want to talk about it, or you want to?
Yeah, we can talk about it. So,
fire it off.
Went ahead and was in discussions with Brian down there at Deerfield Manufacturing Welding, and we got a pretty sick Smitty surf cart coming. Going to be hitting the Panhandle here soon, but I'll be going live probably the weekend of February 10th, 11th. Going to run up there and grab it. So we may come live. I got to talk to Brian and them, but see if we can go live from the garage up there. That'd be pretty cool.
Thanks, Aaron. We appreciate you, man. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, Barry, I'll be out soon. If you guys, some of you don't follow me on my personal, which is fine. I'll be the first one to admit this live here. I don't add people to my personal page unless I fished with you, served with you, drank with you. I need to have at least shaked hands and know you before I add you to my personal page. So nothing personal. That's just one of my rules. Sorry. Not sorry. No. But the accommodation secured. Oh, good stuff, Mark.
Nice. Mark. And Mark, you're bringing a guest this time too.
Yeah. The same guest from a couple of years ago, which will be good to see. But yeah, today was the first day that I was actually able to lift my leg up. I haven't been able to do that since the surgery. I haven't been able to feel very well with my knee. It's been a lot of pain that is associated with the repair, but today was the actual first day that I could do it on my own. So I'm one step closer to finally walking again and off these damn crutches, which will hopefully be gone in another 3 to 4 weeks. So
there you go, man.
Fishing is coming.
Heck yeah. Just in time too.
Yeah.
Get up, get a little mobile, and then and be able to hit the beach and for the tournament. Well, Barry, I would love to hit OBX, but unfortunately it's going to be a quick trip.
And that's a long drive for you to go to OBX from where you're going to be to pick up that cart. That's a couple hours in itself.
Yeah.
Steve Metz. I'm a Lake Michigan. Hold on, let me pull this up. Click the mouse, Brian. Lake Michigan salmon guy coming down in June for a couple days, chartering some surf fishing, trying to learn a little. Headed to Orange Beach, Alabama. Very nice. You're gonna have a good time, Steve. Yeah, lots of good resources between the show. You got Smitty stuff on his social media, on my podcast. There's plenty of episodes that'll probably give you some good information. The captain's here. If you go back in our other episodes, lots of good stuff. So hopefully it helps you out. And when you're down here, if you have any questions, reach out. We're always we're oddly always here. Oh. It's Rich. I know where he's at.
Yeah.
Third. Oh, good talk. I forgot. Good call. Nice. Thanks, Richard. I'm sorry. What's in the cup tonight, sir?
Yeah. So tonight, I just cracked open a bottle of Whistle Pig Piggyback. This is 100% rye. 6-year aged. Comes in at a whopping. See, that's why I got bifocals. 96.56. So
was that part of the Christmas exchange?
Yeah, that was one of the ones I got during the bourbon exchange. So if you guys have never done one of those, it is pretty cool. I know a lot of people are skeptical about the fact that what do you mean I only have to buy one bottle of bourbon and I can get like 6 bottles? But it depends on how big of drinkers, I guess, your friends are and how much they want to play in the game. Because really you buy one bottle for somebody, and then in return, depending on how it gets shared and everything, the bottles come back to you each time. Everyone follows the rules. A lot of people will say, yeah, they're in, and then they don't follow through. But yeah, I did pretty good. I think I ended up with 4 bottles
good
from it. So, but yeah, the whistle pig is actually pretty good. It's got a little bit of the rye burn to it, but it's definitely delicious. And then Shandy for Christmas got me these the ice ball makers, the big ice ball.
You got the old balls in the drink, eh?
Yeah. So now it's all official and whatnot.
You're so bougie.
I know, right?
Hey Heather, how are you? Good to see you. Have you tried Larceny Bourbon? Bill asked.
I have. It is delicious. Although I don't think I've drank. I don't meet bourbons, but I don't think I've drank a bourbon that I haven't liked, or whiskey. I will preface that with Jack Daniels. I'm not a big fan of. It's too sweet for me. I don't like the sweetness. Ice belongs in soda, not bourbon. You know what, Donnie? You can drink it however you want.
Don't tell me my business.
Tell me my business. That's right. Steve, if I want to put an ice cube in it, I'll put an ice cube in it. If I want to put water in it, if I want to commit blasphemy and put a soda in it. Try Old Crow. Now, you know what? I have drank lots of Old Crow.
Oh, that's like a deployment drink, right? That's Old a dead Crow, drink right there.
Military Special, I have drank as well. For those of you that were in and could get to the Class 6 and the bottom shelf in the back full of dust, Military Special bourbon for $6 a gallon. It's just,
you haven't lived until you get the PX brand or the PX stuff at the bottom back corner. I mean, hell, that's how I learned about Popov, and then I went one step further down the vodka trail of, I don't know, it tastes like something. Oh, drinking in the military, how synonymous it can be.
I put ice in generic brand soda. There you go, Jack. That's what I'm talking about.
There you go. Nice. It takes the edge off. Yeah. Whiskey, Heather, Jim Beam.
Right. Heather, good old Jim Beam girl. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with Jim.
That's good stuff.
The hangover memories. God, yeah, hangover.
Yeah.
That's one thing I've learned now, getting into my, being 42. I don't ever hold it. 20s. Hangovers all day. Whatever. I can do that. Hell, I'll go run a PFT drunk. I don't care. 30s hurts a little now. No, we don't bounce like we used to. No. You can't wake up like that, and you step out of bed and all you feel is it don't work like that. What's up, Redbeard?
Redbeard, man, you were on our scroll tonight.
Yes, he is.
You've been killing it lately.
Drank Black Man whiskey in Iraq.
See, I was getting ready to comment on that one. I have never had Black Man whiskey in Iraq, so I'm not sure what you're.
I've had Listerine bottle whiskey in Iraq.
Yeah. I of course, now that statute of limitations are gone, but one of the deployments I go to and I take over for this guy, and where we were, you couldn't have the alcohol over there. The Brits could, the Canadians could, the Aussies could. We could not. The American side and stuff. And anyway, I get in my room and everything, and I opened the trunk that they left for me at the end of the bed. It was like 3 huge bottles sitting in there. I was like, you guys are glorious.
Is this when you were a 9 already?
No.
That's even
7
better.
At the time.
You were 7. That's even better. Yeah. Heather and I served together. We were both in the same squadron. We were in the last time we had an authorized beer night. We were in Iraq, ended with several officers receiving letters of reprimand in country. So that was a good night. We had a lot of fun. Oh, care packages. Yes. Care packages were great, man. I know we're all, hey guys, we'll be honest with you tonight's episode, because the weather next week is crap. There's not a ton of things to talk about. Tonight's episode, we're kind of going to be more doing what Mike and I normally do in a conversation. We'll of course talk fishing and weather, and we love interacting with you. So we hope you stick around and interact with us. I just want to pre-warn you, if you guys were trying to get away, you're going to miss out on a whole lot of jackassery between Mike and I.
We do actually have a
hey Crowley,
a report to give. We do actually have stuff to talk about when we get there, but we're gonna BS for a little while. And we have a question of the night.
We do
that we'll throw out as normal. I mean, we do follow somewhat of the
fine. Put me back on my box where I belong. All right.
Utah, what is up, Tony? How are you? Thanks for joining us tonight.
Whoa, he's been on the road. Crowley, it's going pretty good, man. I'm doing all right. I am gonna survive, much to many people's mishappiness. Let's go ahead and go with the question of the week. We're doing fun here with the talk.
Hey,
what?
Brian or Charles comment here. All right, you're right. YOLO.
What the? You're
launching may be kind of tough tomorrow, man.
Oh boy. And I know what
you'll be the normal location because we'll come over and just check to make sure things are good.
I'll leave my radio on. Tell me what channel you're going to be on, and I'll turn it on. I'll make sure I have it a standby.
Yeah.
Bill just put a couple things here. Pensacola Redfish Series first 2023 tournament tomorrow. Holy crap! Yep. You're going out tomorrow. Wow.
For some reason I was thinking that was next weekend.
Yeah, but I thought it was later.
I'm not jumping in, or we're not jumping in on the Pensacola Redfish tournament, but we will be going on the Emerald Coast Redfish tournament or series this year. Jack and I will be fishing tournaments for them with them.
Tim's on the kayak.
Get back in there.
And Iraq, the Italians have their own base.
For the biscuit.
And Todd's Pizzeria full bar heaven. Ugh.
Planning to land. And dibs, Donnie. Donnie's got dibs on the kayak.
That's what I said, man.
In case anybody was wondering. 38 CS typically where that biscuit isn't worth it, big dog. Yeah. And
if Jack's saying that says a lot to me.
I've seen 3 maybe terrible launches that the guys started going out and then the kayaks flipped and then there's the gear, electronics, everything. Just
do you remember the goat tournament?
Yeah. Oh yeah. But they had people helping launch, but still, that was
people were friggin' lobbing all over the damn place.
Yeah.
So that idea sounds. I mean,
I really like biscuits. Dear Phil.
Hey, Brian.
What's up, man? We were talking about you earlier.
We got a plan in there with that. All right. So, question of the week: go-to soft plastic. I mean,
what is your go-to soft plastics?
Fish bites.
So, a lot of these. The question this week and the hat discussion that we'll get to. By the way, great hat. We unintentionally did this again. Got the Beach Buzz hats going, representing our buddy Beach Buzz there. But it all started. I was looking around at the Fish Bites website because they have a new color flavor out. Blue crab, which looks great. And we'll talk more about those, but they got a great line of the Brawler. I think it's the Brawler, the Dirty Boxers,
the Fight Club series,
and then they have a shrimp. And I don't know what, I don't remember what it is. Fighting shrimp, I think it is.
It depends on. Well, it depends on what we're talking about here. Hang on.
I got them up over here, but I'm not gonna pull it up right now. But then I use Z-Mans, the white diesel minnow for trout. Right now has been working for me. They're soft and scent and pregnant. They're super soft, scent and pregnant. I don't know what the scent is that they have on them. And then you have the gulp, which I'm seeing a lot of comments here. Gulp shrimp, gulp all day long. Just remember to take them off the hook when you're done fishing with them. Because if you don't, then things will dry up harder than a rock and you have to cut it off your jig head. But they do have good action. The tail on them is everything. Mm-hmm. Robert Lee Walker Zoom Fluke. Yeah, that's a good one. I mean,
I was going to talk about that one right there, Redbeard.
Yeah, there you go. Go ahead. Slam Shady.
Oh, I mean, I'm a big fan of the Slam Shady. I've enjoyed the movement of it. It's really good. The only thing that I don't love about the Slam Shady, and this is just based on the podcasts I've done, is the scent. I am a huge fan of scent. It's so important. and what my brain tells me and everything fishing. So if the Slam Shady I have to put some stink on there. I'll use the roller, probably slick baits or something like that. But yeah, the Slam Shady, great, not a bad one at all.
So what about does Salt Strong has their own juice, don't they? Does it Dr. Juice or something like that?
They do have some Dr. Juice. Yeah, they've been marketing that one for a bit. I've never purchased it. I'm in with Jack on this, the Procure.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say too. Procure.
The only thing I don't like about the it's too. I worry that you lose it in like third cast. It's pretty good, but I want something oil.
I don't know. You can that stuff's viscosity, I guess you'd say for that it you can use it on hard baits and like crankbaits and stuff, and it still stays on there pretty good.
Yeah. I've watched Blaine crush it with knocking tails. Absolutely. And it was the reason for that it's your fault, Blaine. I actually went looking for them at ICAST. Very cool team to talk with.
Yeah, they were awesome. Matter of fact, the sample package they gave Jack, we took back to where we were staying. There was a lake behind it, pulls in a nice bass. Yeah, tags him on social media, go back the next day to ICAST, and they loaded him up with knocking tail lures, man. Awesome. Great company and awesome. That's a pretty cool concept that I wonder why a lot of people aren't doing that unless it's proprietary. I mean,
it might be. I've got
to put a rattle in the tail. I don't know.
It wouldn't shock me. I mean, his are in the tail, but you can I picked up Salt Strong. I follow in that a lot. I'm a big fan of going through their community page and really stealing acquiring knowledge. Yeah, we'll go acquiring knowledge. We all know I steal it. Come on, you guys. I share it with you. But the one of the ones they were doing was they were getting the little pill rattles, and they were just like, hey, look, you throw your hook in, and then right behind the hook, you just shove this through, and you're still going to get the same rattle action. It's going to do the same thing. I like it better on the tail personally because that whip with that shake, it's just giving that vibration in the water. So pretty good stuff. Official. They said, but here, all our official weighing guys. Yes.
Yeah. So Brian and Jack, my son, will be doing the weigh-in stuff.
We will be there.
I may, but it's I'll definitely be there. But those two, Brian and Jack, will be doing the weigh-in, which is good. And Mr. Larry Grossman will be doing the announcing this year. Y'all know about Larry's previous career. He was a race announcer. Mountain bikes and all sorts of stuff out in event announcer, not necessarily roof races, but event announcer out in Colorado. So awesome. Dang, kids are loud.
All right, Jack, I'll try that. Are sinkers allowed for pump weigh-ins?
Unfortunately, this is not a walleye tournament, so
I will definitely have a knife in my pocket, which will go into a fish. I can't promise my anger won't protect anyway. But if something feels funky, Jack and I will definitely know about it. We'll definitely do some squeezing, and we'll get some other stuff. I learned some cool things from Blake Hunter, so hopefully he'll re-educate me there. But the other thing I wanted to say with the weigh-in too is if Jack and I catch fish, when Jack and I do catch fish to bring in for the weigh-in, we will not be allowed to weigh it. Blaine has already said they're going to put a third person in there. We'll have protection for all that, because if you don't have integrity, you have nothing. So we're going to make sure we keep all the guesswork out. We'll have a lot of fun. It's going to be a great time up at the brewery doing this. You'll hear more about this tournament as time comes on. I'm sure we'll have Blaine on. And
absolutely, we'll have
it through that one.
Blaine will definitely be on prior to the tournament.
Get him on there. You might have a little problem there. I mean, now unless it's like the armory, you got to hand your weapon in. That fish has $100 bill in its mouth. I don't know what happened.
H&H Sparkle Beetles for specs. H&H lures makes. I think they're out of Louisiana.
The Beetles, really?
And they make some pretty good baits down there. So going back to the knock and tail thing though, like DOA lures have a rattle in them. The DOA shrimp has a rattle. I wonder why they have not progressed and put that in their minnow, because they have a DOA shad paddle tail. I think it's 3.5 inches, maybe 3.5 or 4 inches. I wonder why that didn't catch on. I mean, hell, you can buy maracas to put on your shark leaders, the rattles, to put on there to entice bites. I don't know why. Like everybody doesn't use them. I don't know.
That doesn't make sense. I mean, you would think they would put it in because it's marketing. It's smart marketing one, yes, but I still subscribe to if you're inshore or kayaking or anything where water's not doing a ton of movement, that little vibration can do a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Donnie, Gloria, I am from Louisiana. Okay, cool. There was a comment up here that I didn't get to. Metz's. Oil and spoons, cut herrings, expensive. Dude, when it comes to fish oil and stuff like that, I have a gallon jug of Menhaden oil in my garage for that because it is so. I do. Yeah.
Do you?
You're welcome to come over and borrow it. But I believe that, it's so expensive to get that stuff. If you can get it in one shot and concentrate it, you can dilute it. I mean, it's brilliant, dude. I totally get it. Like I said, I just worry. I like that oil base. I just worry, if the speed if it's coming off too fast. I guess that's my biggest worry, which is probably an unfounded worry because you can just reapply and it's not that big a deal, but I digress.
All right. Donnie asks, Smitty, did you ever get your hands on that ladyfish plastic? I'm going to bring that up real quick. Hang on. Let me take these branches down. For those of you who don't know what he's talking about, I thought we were at ICAST. This thing was
Jack got it.
Jack Moran got it.
I thought he did. Go on, but pull it up. Yeah, because that thing's badass.
This thing is awesome. And why I didn't get it
is I don't want to join your mailing list. Holy crap.
$24. It was 27 or 28. Retails for 24. And I mean, it's a gorgeous, the action on it, everything. I mean, it is
awesome.
It is amazing. It's an 8-inch, 3-ounce ladyfish. What they call the boot tail swim baits. A lot of action coming through the water. This thing was amazing to see in person. There's the light one. They got a light and a dark.
I wish I could remember who that company was in the back. Remember that when you, Jack, and I were standing there and he was casting it right at us at that swimming pool?
Oh, yeah.
The one cool thing that I will say about iCast with these, I never got one yet. I know you were talking about it. Was seeing all these different baits. Now, granted, iCast really showed me that saltwater fishing has a piece of the pie, but man, bass fishing is like the creme de la creme, and that's what a lot of it's catered to on the freshwater side, bass and crappie. Anyway, but seeing these Rapala. Oh, was it Rapala? Barry? I couldn't remember if it was, but I thought that, but either way, when they're throwing these things and you're seeing it in action, it really gives you that one thing that, we don't get to see when we're throwing it from the water. You're traveling around in your bathtub or whatever it is for checking it. Seeing these things in action, you're like, the fish is going to destroy that. And just the way that wiggle, the movement, the speed, it's just insane. And it's brilliant. It really is.
I guarantee that thing will catch fish. The problem is, it's going to catch some toothy fish. It's going to get tore up. You're going to have like 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a long run. Ice fishing.
If you got it, go get them.
One day, when we're really rich and we can buy everybody, all our listeners, tacos, then we can finally get our hands on
from the gas station. I'm headed up to the gas station. What y'all want?
I wish we were on the lottery.
Fish gum. What is up, Mr. Tony?
13
makes joining
ice fishing. Huh? Yeah, Barry, it really was. It was cool. So let's talk about the hats because that's where we were going next, I think, right?
Yeah. So let me
reach down here. I'm pulling our props off camera. Sorry. Ow.
So does anybody else have this hat?
Fish bite hat.
Fish bite hat. Yeah. Got it. I got it because, and actually Barry and Brett came up. This was the hat I was wearing, which used to look like this one, but I've worn this one so much that it's gotten nasty and stuff. Anyway, this thing kills my head. And it's because of this seam right down the middle. Does anybody else have that problem with the hats? This Fish Bites hat doesn't bother me. Doesn't have that seam. Doesn't poke it in the forehead.
Doesn't have the seam. I wonder if we just need to cut.
No, it's got the same seam. It's got the same setup in there.
Huh.
Same everything. But this one, for some reason, and it's set on the same 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. I don't know. Well, maybe that's gonna be too loose. I know because I tried that already. Loosening it up one. But you know what doesn't hurt my head is this Beach Buzz hat I got on.
Yeah.
That does not hurt my head at all.
Your mic just did its clicky thing.
Yeah, I heard it.
Which, you guys always see me wearing these here on the show, but I mean, if you're ever out in the world, you'll always see me wearing this hat. One of the biggest things I was trying to find for the longest time with hats was a company that was doing it all in America, try to support a small business. And then I found one with, I've posted about it before, but Red, White, and Blue Apparel. Yeah, they got all these different range hats and stuff like that. I've had this one. Good Lord. This one for a while. And I've washed it a bunch of times. I've had it submerged out in the water. It's been through some stuff, but it hasn't even slightly started falling apart. So that told me a lot about their hats. But yeah, I can't wear these out of the water because I'll burn my dome.
Yeah, Tony. Well, yeah, they're both. There we go. They're both Richardson 112 hats, just like Deerfield's mentioned. Richardson 112. Yeah. That's the most common hat that you can get, and that most people end up going to. But yeah, for some reason, I may have figured out my own problem, but for some reason, that one just gives me headaches whenever I wear it. It's like my Costa sunglasses. Whenever I wear Costa sunglasses, because even though I'm on the Waterland team there, I do have Costas that I wear occasionally, and those things, man, just because they're glass and not the plastic ones. I haven't gotten the glass Waterlands yet. I know they make the glass lenses, but those Costas just pinch my head.
Oh, that's not very comfortable.
Yeah, gives me headaches.
Yeah, lightly red. Yeah, you were burnt, sir. You know that.
Absolutely.
When it comes, and it's funny you bring up sunglasses. I've been wearing Oakley's 5 squared for, I don't know, 20 years easily. Yeah. And the sets that I have, you guys have seen if you meet me out in the world, most of those are they're probably 15, 20 years old. I just replace the lenses every couple of years. But I've noticed if I grabbed an off-brand that wasn't Oakley for a replacement lens, the plastic or the glass, however it is, it's a different magnification, and it's an instant. Within 30 minutes, I'm going to have a headache. So that's
a shade.
No, the shade, if I get that sepia orange that a lot of anglers really like, it pisses me off. It makes me feel like I'm in a sandstorm and I want to punch people, and I don't like that. So I try to avoid that color. So yeah, if you're ever going to try to send me sunglasses, don't send me sepia or that gold amber color. It'll just piss me off. I hate the way it looks when I'm looking at it. Sorry. But I think certain ones use the plastic a different way. Yeah. So, you could have like a 0 mag, where one might have a 0.5 mag, but then your eyes are fighting it. I've never had really too much stress for the pressure, but the nose piece is always, I think the nose piece is a big key with sunglasses.
Yeah. Ears, the ear, it depends on the style, but that ear piece right there behind it. That's why I like the Waterlands so much. They're super light, way comfortable. And I know, Blaine, and the ocean waves. I mean, that's a big, they're kind of the same way. They're lightweight. They're nice. I mean, they're good sunglasses too. You can't go wrong with those either. The Oakleys, it's just the Walmart Renegade, dude. I wore a pair. They weren't Renegades. They were actually, I think they were the Ozark Trails forever. I mean, they were like $5. I can get like a bunch of them, stick them in the bag. They get scratched up. Oh, well,
it's $15.
I got plenty. Yeah. It's like,
it's the only thing I have noticed when it comes to sunglasses is with polarization. There is a difference in polarization key. I never, I always thought that polarization was just polarization, but different glasses, such a huge difference in the beach and on the boat and looking down. There could be a major difference between, a certain captain kicking my ass on his boat fishing reds and I can't see the fish. I wish I could take
nobody that's watching.
I loved fishing with him, and I really look forward to getting back out on the boat with him. It's funny seeing 20 plus years experience inshore in a boat fishing versus somebody that I've got probably 2 months experience fishing in a boat. It's getting your ass kicked by the captain's like, whatever. AFK for a bit. Okay.
All right. Let's jump into
some stuff. Let's do some
fishing reports now.
Fine, we'll do our job.
Reports. Yeah, no. Fishing reports brought to you by Rogue Reels Fishing. Use code ROGUE15. Save 15% on your order. Rogue Reels makes quality hand-tied fishing leaders like the Smitty rig, a 20-foot, 500-pound class deployment shark leader, and the Demo rig, a heavy duty double drop rig. Go check them out at Rogue Reels. That's REELZ fishing.com. Rob, hopefully I got some folks coming your way that were asking about shark leaders for the RC Fishing Surfer. I sent them your way, tagged you. Hopefully you got it, and hopefully that converted to some sales for you. That's what we're all about, is helping you guys out and getting your stuff out there. True Braid, Alex, man.
Look who's here. I haven't seen that name in
forever.
Miss Alex. It's good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing good. I need to call him anyway. I feel like
is there any certain braid we should use as a great temporary solution? Poundage, test, color, something.
I mean, I'm all about 30. Tony Tackle. Well, Mr. Eyeball Eater. If you guys haven't seen Tony's video, go take a look at Tony Tackle with his fun pompano eye eating. And then he shows up to the party.
What is going on, brother? Good to see you.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah.
All right, what you got? What you got on your report? You want to do weather or report? I guess we're doing report. Weather sucks. Just don't go out fishing. The weather sucks for the next week. I'm just going to tell you that now.
So
you don't even need to see it.
Offshore report: tuna and wahoo are still being caught trolling out deep. Blackfin tuna, yes, and close, like within a mile or so of the beach. On a good day, not with 2-foot swells coming in on the beach. Make sure you're doing it safely. As we said last week, everything is biting close right now. Lots of report of reef fish being, as our captain buddy Mark Holtz likes to call, CPR'd, catched, photoed, and released. Lots of stuff still being caught. There's grouper out there. There's triggers out there, which doesn't come in the season until March 1st, I believe, is trigger. And then snappers everywhere. Bunch of redfish being caught just outside the passes right now too. So it's kind of in the inshore, but slightly offshore. So if you got a boat that can get out there, I saw a couple reports of a lot of redfish, nice sized redfish being caught around the Massachusetts, which is a really, really close fishing destination right outside Pensacola Pass.
How far out is that boat?
Less than a mile.
All right, I'm going to paddle it sometime. Redbeard, Jack, we're going. I'm just going to go ahead and slap that now.
Oh, that was Beach Buzz's cart. Hey, we need to.
I watched that live
between Deerfield and Beach Buzz and myself. We need to rally up afterwards. Put y'all on a group text.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to the inshore. Sheephead. They are definitely moving in there, and they are going to be real easy to get at. So make sure you're prepared for it. Sheeps are in action right now. Still on the reds, looking more at the red side, a lot more than the. Your mic went crazy again. A lot more than before, which is a nice sign of the spawn and the movement. So pay attention to that. Water temperature today was somewhere in the 50s, high 50s, and moving around. So with an inshore plan, make sure you're ready for the water or temperatures. Just kind of play it by ear. You can still get out there. Flounder are still showing up here on the inshore side, but go slow on the jigging piece. But you can still get after them. Inshore's been pretty good.
Yeah, that's weird. This is weird. I don't know why.
I recommend 200 pound for the sake of your single.
Yeah, my glasses take a beating sometimes, but those waterlands, man. I still got to order a couple more pairs, but they're holding up, man. They're tough. They're not scratched. They don't get scratched and stuff. But yeah, you're right. I'd probably need 200 pound on there. Surf report. Looks like the cold front didn't affect the fishing that much. Black drum, redfish, pompano, and whiting all continue to be caught up and down the coast. Pompano being concentrated more to the east, although there is stuff caught to the west of us here. And when I talk to east, I'm talking east of Navarre and west of Navarre. So that's where for our parameters and our left and right lanes there. So yeah, pompano is seeing more to the east there, while the big ugly bite has been mostly Navarre. Redfish have been scattered along the coast. Surprisingly or not, everything has been caught on your standard double drop rig. Whether it's a Frisky Fin or a Salty's Pompano rig or any other brand for that matter, it seems the floats have been doing the trick and catching fish. Normally this time of year, I'm switching over to beads, using a lot more beads because of what the fish are foraging on. Clams, right? So that's what we're trying to imitate is a clam with some cut fish bite or fish gum or some sort of other synthetic bait that you want to use. But it seems the floats, man, have been tearing it up right now, and it's kind of odd to me.
I mean, we go back and forth every so often, in my opinion, when it comes to this. I mean, we'll play floats for a little while. They seem to be on top of that, or they want naked, or it's such a fun balance that we always seem to play with. Just when we think we're done dealing with all the floats and things, somebody next to us with a salties or Friskies rattle, those rattle floats, instant hookup. It's like, damn it, man, I just re-rigged everything.
Absolutely. It's crazy. And of course the whiting always in close, single drop,
Carolina rig, throw it out there, let it run.
Yeah. And you don't have to go far either.
Another one I like doing, and I don't know if you guys do this or not. I'm sure you've heard me do it. I've talked about it. Blanch sand fleas on a Carolina rig on the short rod. Throw that out there, let that sit. I've caught plenty of pompano on it that way. Whiting will pop up every now and again, but I've caught more pomp on that than the other. So it works. Just try everything. We tell you that. Hell, that's half the game of fishing, right? Try it all to see what works. All right. Piers have still been productive. Squid. You can still get some, so have at it there. Reds, a couple of tuna on the smaller one. Not a lot of talk about it, so we won't talk about it, but they're out there. Pompano and a couple of sharks posted. So the pier's still very productive. Head on out there. The water temperature is still playing around, so you can still get everything in mid zone, far zone. It just depends on how you want to fish. Lots of stuff to still be caught. So have at it. Get out there. Get some fish.
Absolutely. I mean, that's what it's all about. I mean, you get out there, the fish are there.
Yep.
You just got to get out there. Can't catch them sitting on the couch. And if you think, man, I should be out fishing right now, then you probably should just go. Throw a line. Figure it out when you get there. Sorry,
man. I hate you. I gotta see, I've loved going through all the posts and everyone's Larry showing limits and Salt Strong throwing. I'm like, I hate all of you, but it like brings me so much happiness to see it, because it's like it's cool to still see that stuff.
And I wish we had what was going on the east coast of Florida.
Oh,
those pompano catches right now are ridiculous. Over there.
South Florida's having a freaking party.
Yeah, I'm seeing, Matt Burr over there, Scott Dixon, and those guys down, middle to further down. They're crushing it right now. Yeah. Oh well, we'll be over here soon enough. They'll be over this way.
Yeah, we'll start posting soon. You'll see.
Yeah. And I see. As we talking about,
hey,
visit East Coast Fish Bites.
Hey, man, good to see you guys.
Yes, on this whole time.
I'd love to. Absolutely would love to.
Talking about your hat here a second ago.
Yeah, I missed that one. Late bite for them.
Yeah. Definitely going to be blanching some fleas this year. So along those lines, Salt Squatch has got a great video out on blanching fleas and stuff. But I will say, and I'll put it out here, the Gulf side is not the only place you can catch your sand fleas. You can also get them.
Mike, what are you doing?
Mike, out there. I know. Hey,
wave off.
Right? Just saying. Look, I want everybody to be successful.
Absolutely. And it's funny too that they're there.
Blanch up, but yeah.
Ghost shrimp.
Yeah.
Fiddlers.
I didn't say anything about ghost shrimp. I didn't say anything about fiddlers. I just said sand fleas, because you can get sand fleas anywhere.
They may be out there.
Just saying.
Yeah.
If you want to get a bunch of them, you can go over there.
I will.
I'm not giving you exact spots. I'm just telling you that you can get them on the bay side as well.
The other thing, when you start talking about there's tuna in Navarre. Well, we don't have any, Donnie. They're fresh out. Nope. Everybody go away. If you can find fleas, use fiddlers. There you go. Yeah, good stuff. Oh crap. Oh, blanching. I subscribe heavily to the one that Tony from Fish Gum does with the saltwater brine. Fully believe in that. I used it once and I found that the shell was actually stronger than the blanch. That's the biggest problem we all have with blanch, right? They break and it's pretty brittle. But the saltwater technique for the curing, that kept them just as was, and there was no stink, and I was crushing fish with that. So I heavily subscribe to that idea. I really like that method.
I forgot like that, and that came from Noel Kuhn.
Okay.
Tony's saying, giving credit to Noel there. Yeah, I was kind of shocked with that, like salting up the water, boiling it up like that, and putting it in there, and it actually keeps them not frozen, but just
keeps them intact.
Send it there, I guess. It's just like putting liquor in the freezer. I don't know.
Again, I'm ready for the party.
Yeah, right.
That's a good one, Redbeard light there. They don't exist. Oh, okay. What do we got here? What size weight do you use for whiting on a Carolina rig? Well, it really depends on the water, but normally, because I'm using a shorter rod, and if I'm doing a Carolina rig, I'm probably on a 1/2 ounce.
Thanks, buddy.
That's me. I'm throwing a light sinker just to let it sit. If I'm doing it as a single drop, then depending on the rod, I'll probably go, look at that.
Had to get it out. Let's show it real quick. That's the.
Did somebody bring that?
Looks
to
like
you?
a Death Star.
Yeah. It's no more.
I had to message Jack. I said, hey, man, I need another ice ball. More drinks.
Lift with your children. That's the key.
Right.
But if I'm using a single, Aaron, I mean, then it's no longer a Carolina rig, I guess. But if I was using a single one on that, I'm normally throwing a 1 ounce. But yeah, I'm trying to keep it down there too. The brine works on ghost shrimp too. Interesting. I might have to try that one.
Really?
New secret out. No, yeah. I'm allergic, so I can't eat it.
Weights. Yeah, I agree. I'm normally around a 1 ounce or less. In that zone. On my single drop rigs and on my Carolina rigs. Mm-hmm. Basically, I go for those, I go as light as what will hold.
Yeah.
Where I'm throwing. So I'll keep downsizing if I need to, but I keep it right in that as light as I need that will hold in one place.
Yep. Yeah, doing it in the surf is fun. I will say that. Not horrible, but it's always a different game of how you want to do it. I've had too many of them come back up on me. You'll try a cooked flea. Be my guest, Andy. I've seen numerous videos on YouTube. People talk about eating sand fleas. You guys can have it. Unfortunately, it falls into that family for me that it is makes me allergic. So great point right here. That is important if you're going to do this brine. It's gotta cool. Nothing. You don't want cooked. That's the one thing you don't want is cooked.
No. Barry's got a good point too.
Teardrop weight so it doesn't move, finds a hole. It says.
So he took a teardrop
Carolina?
Like a bank sinker, like a bank sinker
on a slide swivel, maybe on a slider.
No, you just put the hole through the line. I thought maybe Jack had one here on his desk, but yeah, just put the line through the
absolutely would work
thing, and that would just slide over. And yep.
Huh. Nice, Barry. Good call. Good advice.
It's called a bell sinker.
Bell sinker. Oh.
Bell sinker, bank sinker.
The more you know.
Yeah.
Hey, JC. How you doing, man?
Brother?
So the reports are pretty good. I mean, fishing is still able to be done. It really, you can do it. If there's a will, there's a way. There's a bridge. There's something that's going to help you be able to get out there and go fishing. So just take a look and get a good plan together and really go. And it's going to make you happy anyway. I've got some. Barry wins the chat. Yeah, he's pretty damn good. So, where are we going now? What do you want?
Weather. Bringing up weather.
You're going to do weather? Really weather?
Right. Yeah, might as well. 10-day. Boom. There we go.
To the share.
Looks nasty, doesn't it? No, maybe.
Hey, Bruce.
Maybe my 10-day.
What are you doing? I can't see.
I know. I'm trying to get to 10-day. So
meatloaf. We want it now.
Meatloaf. What? Mom.
Yeah, Mom. The meatloaf. You challenged me to a soccer match. You are a really bad friend, JC. But I'll hobble. I'm dumb.
All right. Weather.
Here you go.
Let's see. Saturday, PM showers, east 11 wind, east northeast at 11, west at 13. Yeah, winds are going to be up pretty good. Except for Friday. Yeah. Friday, they drop down.
Next weekend is going to be very ideal for fishing, for wind and waves.
Yeah. But temp-wise, doesn't look so bad. Getting down to 40s at night, mid-60s, low 60s during the day. Gets cold again next Thursday. Yeah. And a reminder, we won't have a show this Friday night, the 27th.
Right.
We'll talk more about that at the end, but yeah, we won't have a show that night. But I mean, yeah, it's going to be windy. I don't know. I'm starting to trust less and less these forecasts. Like, what did Windy show? What do you got on Windy?
Holy crap, I just found a new layer. Yes, this made my job so much easier.
Dylan, what's up, brother? Appreciate you jumping on.
Dylan, how are you?
Still talking?
What is going on here? Because I have numerous. Oh, they changed it up. I have no idea if I'm presenting right now.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I am?
Yeah.
That's weird, dude.
Is that Louisiana? Yeah,
StreamYard change. So new feature here that I didn't notice before, reported wind. And all these other ones. But as you know, we got buoys here. So, well, this just saved my butt with a lot of craziness. Mm-hmm. Here we go. Let's walk down the weekend. It's going to be windy, as you guys can see here. 14 out there, 16 out deep. 1 knot here. Wait a minute. No, I'm being an idiot. You're moving the wrong marker, Brian. Sorry, forgot to put that down. So 19 knots running deep there. So that's Saturday. This is the live report. I apologize. 18 Sunday. Come on, keep going. That was really cool. I like that report. 20 knots, 15 knots. But as you guys can see, we got a lot of other weather coming from the push here.
There you go. I'm going to be on the big boat, hit it to that peninsula down there.
Yeah, you are. Lucky.
And the wind's going to be coming right at me.
That's all right. Nothing. A couple of nice frothy, cool drinks can hurt. I thought we were going to have some reprieve right there with the 13s and 15s, but it's a direct crosswind. So for us here in our area, it's not going to be really that good. And as you can see, this weather system is moving as we go. So 25 knots, 25, and I believe it goes into the 15s again. So lots of nasty on that one. It's not going to be a good time. And then the wave height for the next 5 feet. So it's 8 feet. It's getting worse as you go. So nothing, like I said, nothing is going to be good. Huh?
Keep going down.
How far down do you want to go? You want where are you
down
to
the Yucatan Peninsula? Right there. Okay, that's good. That's not bad.
Oh, you're gonna be your boat's not even gonna rock. You're not even gonna know what happened
there. Just gotta get there.
You gotta go through this.
But, don't worry about that little guy.
Yeah, Windy's not going to be a lot of fun there. So, what did I miss for things? Windy is great.
Yeah, where's Justin Reed at?
Yes,
we need to get Justin on the show.
That's easy.
Bring him on.
Tell him he's coming. Poor guy.
Just tell him, Justin, you can either be at my house or Brian's house.
Because it's such a far drive.
I know. Y'all didn't know we all live within like a mile of each other.
We do.
We got Fish Gum over there. We got Justin. We got Brian and I. We're all in the same neighborhood.
It's kind of funny. Slot City. Yeah. Thank you for that. Yeah. So it's funny when you're presenting now, I can't see anything. What you see is what I'm seeing. So that was a screen. What do you want me to do here? What did that say? Cooler weather fishing pants show. Oh, easy. Losky Outdoors has a great set of pants that will do. If you go back in the post a couple weeks for me, Andy, there was a pair that I was talking about. And if you go over to Perdido Blaine's page, he's got a great set of information on that. Those pants are really comfortable, cut the wind really well. I didn't get to test them more thoroughly, unfortunately, before I got hurt, but really, really great pants. They bead water off pretty well too. So one less thing to worry about. I like them, and I would definitely buy more pairs personally.
Are they fleece? They're not fleece lined, are they?
No.
Okay.
No, thankfully not. I wouldn't want the tugging berries to be hurting.
In the winter, I'm thinking, but like,
I mean,
cold.
If we were going out, like if we were going out to surf, I would
get.
Yeah. If we were going out in the surf, me, I'd wear the waders and boots.
Yeah.
And a coat. That'd be more than enough. Well, hell, overkill for what it's been lately. But yeah. That little guy wouldn't worry about that little guy. Yeah. Tony, you're only across the bridge, Tony. You're not that far away.
Good beard.
All right, Red Beard, take care of yourself, man. I'm glad to have you around. I actually recorded a podcast with him.
Did you really?
He's got an episode coming up.
Nice. Speaking of which, podcast today was great. FWC. I think when you initially said it, and I didn't know what was coming on, so I'm thinking, as I'm sure a lot of people did, yeah, can we use bluefish? Can we do this? Can we do that? But you did a great job of keeping it more about what FWC does and what they can do for you, as opposed to let's get into the rules and I know it was probably killing you to steer it that way because but hopefully there's another one coming that talks about rules and things and stuff. Maybe,
so
maybe not, I don't know.
I had a conversation with them about rules, and I didn't record it. I told them, they were off the record. But one thing I can say on the record about that was, hey, Michael, good to see you, man. Yeah,
Right,
been a little bit. We talked about the whole rules and regs, and they're like, yeah, I mean, you can get into that, but the analogy they gave me, I'm going to change it into my own, which is it's kind of like in the military. We can write a book 1,000 pages long of what not to do, how not to do things, or we can write the smaller book to be the rules and go with that. So we might dissect it in another one. We're going to play a couple more, hopefully in the near future, but I thought they did well, and they impressed me. I really expected them to, throw a couple, maybe no comments or something in there, and they didn't give me any problem with the questions. They were very transparent, gave us a phone number. So if you guys ever need one in this area in the Panhandle region, if you're in Florida, to talk to FWC, there's an 850 number back on the podcast page. You can call them. They're open to it. And I did recommend this in the podcast. I recommend it to anybody. If you're out at the beach and you meet an FWC officer, get their card with their number. I've got 2 FWC numbers in my phone from 2 local guys. If I've ever had a problem, I call them and they answer it. That's how I found out about the bluefish thing. And Mike and I had that conversation. You can't do this, you can't do that. Be very careful. So it's not a bad thing to have them on to be able to talk to them and get answers. It doesn't hurt you, but please use Google first. Please Google type in what you want to know into Google about fishing before you start calling and asking. Don't take the easy way.
That's what irritates me about groups on Facebook. People go in and ask the same question, and you're like, did you do any research, or are you just wanting the easy answer? Because I can tell you didn't do any research on this. It's like the sending devices. That was a good conversation on the sending devices.
Oh, the descenders for the
descenders.
Yeah.
And the fish elevator. Like I had read about that.
Wasn't that weird?
Yeah. And she was right. It's basically a milk crate that you send down upside down, and it pushes the fish down there, and then he swims on out.
Just stay in there, please, little buddy. Just stay in there.
Exactly. Please don't come out. Please don't come out.
Seeing Officer Long with FWC on YouTube. Okay, I'll have to take a look at that, Michael. Knee's doing good, but I appreciate you. True Braid, no, not too much. We've got a pretty consistent crew here from the last I've seen, the few times I've been out. We got about 5 that patrol the zones that Mike and I are always fishing. So we see them quite a bit. They're real good. I've liked them. Then again, I'm not doing anything shady or illegal. So
I mean, that's the key, right? If you kind of follow the rules, and you really don't have anything to worry about. I did like posting that picture when I got them to post with me. So it's just me in the picture, and it's like 2 limits of pompano, and I'm just like, hey, speaking of photos.
Ooh, let's jump into the awesome, wonderful thing for the Panhandle Scroll. Panhandle Scroll is being brought to you by Waterland Sunglasses. Whether you're sight casting a shaded shoreline, fishing the open flats, or trolling wide open ocean, Waterlands has your eyes covered for various applications. You can use code SSF anytime and save 15% on your purchase. Go check them out at waterlandco.com. I wouldn't mind being. Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Obey the law, no problem. Yeah, it's crazy, Do what you're
supposed to. It's
all
fun and games until the nightstick comes out. And the mace and
pineapple.
My safe word is pineapple. Don't tase me, bro. It's so spicy.
If y'all could be with Brian and I like all the time, this is pretty much what the conversations are like.
This really is
all over the place. All right, going into the scroll.
How do we do this week?
I shared my scroll here. All right, so we talked about this last week, but I mean, this was on a jigging rod,
dude.
Jack Moran, man, that was an awesome trip. I mean, that
just off of our beach.
I mean, that's just about a mile off the beach there, in his kayak. Thinking the same thing, but yeah, that big ass tuna on that jigging rod is amazing. That's great job, man. Y'all had a great trip out that day.
Says a lot about the rod, but also his skill to be able to manipulate a large fish like that. That is a lot of skill to be able to do that fight like that.
Absolutely. Now, I was going to bring up, this is the new blue crab, but it takes you directly to the site. So I'm going to bring this up. We're going to go fishing strips. Boom. There you go. New blue crab. Unfortunately, it's sold out right now on the website.
Mike, you're on actually have an update for that, but no, I'm not looking at that. I'm looking back at your, I'm looking at
your that's because yep. Hang on. Good call. I need to go back over here. Present. Stop screen. Present this screen. There we go.
Hi.
All right. There we go.
There we go.
There we go. Fish bites. Easy blue crab. I mean, they're coming out with some good colors. The purple clam was great. The blue crab, unfortunately, sold out. But what I want to highlight with the Fish Bites website is the price per package. Nothing against our local tackle shops, but it's a little bit more expensive when you go buy it in a tackle shop than if you went directly online and did like a bulk order of stuff. Yeah, you're going to pay shipping, but when it's all factored out, it's still going to be cheaper to get it off the website than it would be in our local tackle shops. That's what I'm saying. Not go to our local tackle shops because they're wealth of information. They got some good stuff and good deals and everything else, but it's cheaper on the website.
Two things I'm going to want to add into this. One, Brett said it in his podcast. He wants you guys to go to the shop, but it's also super fresh from fishbites.com. Second, yes, though Fish Bites is sold out. Let me know if you guys want to know where it's not sold out, and I'll tell you, and where you can get it. And I know a very, very good little stockpile where you can get your hands on it right now.
Oh, nice. But yeah, we were talking about these. We're talking, and let's go to the soft plastics real quick because this is what I was kind of
the old Fight Club.
Yeah, the Fight Clubs, the Dirty Boxers, and where are the shrimps?
Go up to that one.
Easy baits. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Fighting shrimps. Looks like a little ghost shrimp, mantis shrimp there. The brawlers. And the good thing about these, if you haven't seen or listened to Brian's podcast, is the way the scent in the water permeates the bait and puts that scent out there. Unlike the gulps, unlike the other ones, these guys, I mean, and they're not a sponsor of the show or anything. They're just, they make a good bait and we all use them. So just kind of throwing it out there that the way that the scent permeates through there is pretty awesome. So that's why they work so good.
JC just made a comment. Dirty Boxers are flounder candy, and they are. Yeah. If you haven't seen Bun's page, just go look at Bun. He uses those and crushes on the flounder.
Yep. So we'll go back to sharing the screen, back to our Facebook post there. I think that was the one that took us up.
Andy, what's in my cup tonight? Water, as usual.
All right. So a lot of the groups around here on Facebook and stuff. This is the Destin Fort Walton Beach fishing one, but there's always folks that are looking for advice and stuff. And what I love about this is how great the fishing community is. And Brian hit on it with his inshore report. Hey, what's everybody targeting this time of year? This is a new guy just moved in. Is everybody, primarily going to sheephead at the bridges, or are they looking for trout and reds? I'm only in a kayak, so, help a brother out. And, it's all just boom, all good stuff going in there, helping everybody out. It's what it's all about, trying to help folks, make them better anglers, putting people on fish. I mean, that's what I enjoy about guiding. That's what I enjoy about doing the show is just getting that information out there so folks can go out there and enjoy it. Because we live in a very unique area, I think, anyway.
I agree.
Redbeard, there he is. That's what I was talking about. Well, this is his actual website.
Still not coming up
there. But yeah, getting on some nice tuna there. I don't know why it took me to his YouTube page.
Alex, I got your text. I'll say that after.
That's not what I wanted. Today, this was a great catch. This is Pompano Joe Reel Works. If you guys don't follow him, he does reel repair here in the area and some other stuff, but awesome guy. Great dude. Wealth of knowledge when it comes to fishing around here. Big uglies and redfish right there. And you can probably tell where they were at, but it's
that doesn't look familiar at all.
Yeah, no, not at all. But it's great. And he uses a lot. I mean, he's another Gomexis dude. Has a great relationship with Gomexis and stuff, and the handles and the different reels that he puts them on. It's just like I'd reached out to him last night because he posted a Ambassador 6500 with a Go Mexus handle, weighted, counterbalanced and everything. And I was like, dude, what size do I need to get for mine? Like, because that looks amazing. I need to put that on my reel.
Might have to contact him after. Give him a reel and tell him to come. I'll give him one to go repair.
Oh yeah, he's definitely good. You guys didn't follow. If you're following the Spring Pompano Showdown, as we brought up at the beginning, your weigh masters there, Jack and Demo there will be weighing your fish at weigh-in, and again, Mr. Larry Grossman doing the announcing, so that's going to be awesome. And our buddy Captain Mark Holtz there. Anybody else looking forward to the spring break and summer? I mean, this is what he likes to call the CPR season. The fish are out there, the big fish are there. Catch them, photo, throw them back, and release them. Get them back down there. But yeah, there's a lot of fish to be had right now, or caught, I should say.
Okay. JC, yes, they will. I can't remember which one it is, but I do know they will work on the Akuma. We need to look it up to remember which one it is.
Well, Go must work on Akuma strats.
Strats on the Akumas, yeah.
I believe so. If you look on their website, they make them for the different. If you don't, I mean, their knobs will fit any reel. You just have to do the drilling. I don't know if they have a direct fit for the Akumas.
I think they do.
Yeah.
I think
they may. You just got to dig on the website.
Yeah. I mean, the replacement, the direct fits are great. I love them. The drill out, I mean, you can do it. It sucks. I know you're more than capable, but if I can do a direct fit, I'm totally stealing the way for that. The question I would have is what size the shank is from the arm that goes into the reel. Because if it's the same, almost all of them are the same thread count. I don't think they tap them down, but if it's the same diameter, you might be able to use any of the other ones too. It might still be the same size as a pen. I'd have to check the diameter.
True Braid says Alex says they have a plug and play for it.
Oh, well, there you go.
I like this comment. I mean, what you put on here, man. What?
I like it.
Oh, awesome.
I like it so much. Speaking of Alex, I don't know what happened. When Alex jumps on the show for some reason, you know that True Braid's going to do something because that's what Alex does. 20% off on True Braid right now. Code is panfish20, all one word. Panfish20, active for 20% off.
Nice.
I mean,
I hope everybody listening right now don't open up another browser.
I still have to.
Don't leave the show, but go over there and check that out.
I still have to talk.
Next thing all of our stuff, our viewership starts dropping. Yep, there it goes.
It happened last time we did this. All right, so there's let's get my scroll going here. The Book of Face. Oh, I guess I don't have the proper thing up.
Jason, that's the way it always works, isn't it? You just buy it and then boom.
Yeah.
Pretty good, JC.
You guys know I'm skinny. But Alabama Surf Casco. Oh, look at that. Parmesan crusted sheepies. He's been catching some great fish. They've been doing some really fun stuff if you're not following them, but he's definitely had quite a few really good catches lately. They've been getting after it. So really, really good stuff right there. Yes, I do new tabs. I'm sorry. I'm lazy.
You do tabs.
Oh, that was the other one for his sheep. That was the double day. My bad. Another one on the pier, sheep on Okaloosa Island Pier. The really good program to follow if you're looking at pier stuff. Okaloosa Pier, Navarre Pier. Really cool, but nice sheep. And it's been decent out there. So people have been really getting after it. Of course, with Half Hitch, I follow them a lot. Tim does a lot of their stuff, but I mean, they're just offshore. Little torpedo of death there. Look at big eyes. Old fish somebody flushed down the toilet that got to the ocean.
You know, a lot of Tim's posts and stuff, like that's what I was going to bring up from the rigging bench there.
Yeah. You
can go back and save it. That's what I ended up doing, saving them in a file, because there is a ton of great information on from inshore fishing to offshore fishing and stuff like that. Tim does a great job over there at Half Hitch on putting that information out again, so that everybody's got it and everybody can go out and catch fish.
One thing I like is if you just looked at the overgrowth, you wouldn't have seen these pictures right here. talking about rigging and how to help you, do better. They want you to catch fish. It's really
you can't see them. It's in another tab.
My tab's not up?
No.
What are we looking at? You're looking at my
all I see
screen?
is your save file.
Oh, you don't see that? I'm depressed.
Nope, same thing that happened to me.
Damn it.
So you got to go back, unshare that, and share the other one.
Fine. I don't like it. I really, really don't like it. Well, I'll try this one more time. All right. How about meow?
Meow.
All right.
But
we got meow.
Squid.
So squid. As I was talking about here, so I guess I lost you guys over here. If you took a look at just the headlight, that's all there was. But there's so many things in here for you to go through and take a look at. Bait-wise, snake in the water.
Dude, we would catch a bunch of them at 3 Mile Bridge.
Really?
Oh, yeah. And then I go over to Korea, and there's packages of them in the grocery store. And I was like, what? You can actually eat them? Like, I was chopping them up just to get off the hook and throwing them back. Like, anyway.
Let's see if maybe this is the problem. Are you seeing the FWC page or no?
No.
Of course not, because why would you?
If you share your...
Here we go. I see. I found a new button.
Yep. There you go.
2 new state saltwater fishing records broken in one day by one guy.
Dude?
Yeah. Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So he nailed them both. He got them both in one day there. So that was a fun little let's see what happened there. And of course, this guy,
Larry,
catching fish. Larry's been crushing. He got a nice one. I think he said that was 3 pounds. This one brought him up on the leaderboard a little bit higher. He's already on there.
3.1.
3.1. Okay.
Yep. And
so he's third. I think so. Yeah. For the Gulf Breeze Bait and Tackle Pompano tournament that goes from now until April 31st, I believe it is. So, and if you're also wanting to get into that, they also have the Sheephead tournament. There's a big one on there already. So, yeah, fun stuff to be ready for.
Something. Yeah, that's one. We still got to go register. I'll register when you get back because I wasn't planning on fishing for like the month of January.
Yeah,
for the most part. But yeah, that tournament runs through the end of May or the beginning of May. And then it stops. Whiting. Our buddy Carl's on there for first place whiting right now, I think. It's Carl's, the 2.24. Yeah. Which is a nice size stud whiting. And then the 3.5 pound pompano that's up there right now is on the leaderboard. So a lot of room there to spring pompano tourney and new location host. Loving it. The tournament has outgrown Lost Key. I mean, it's great. I mean, Lost Key was a great venue and jumping in and helping us or helping Blaine, and still going to be affiliated in some way, I'm sure. But their location was
too tight.
The tournament had outgrown it, and which is kudos to Blaine and getting this thing up and going, and the amount of vendors that are now, come in and setting up tents and things like that. I mean, and parking. I mean, Gary's location over there, and it's a brewery. I mean, come on, how can you
food trucks and everything wrong? There's gonna be a lot of good stuff that comes from that. So if you plan on fishing it, make sure you're on the Facebook page. Lots of information is going to be coming forward on that. Sorry, as I'm moving around here, I'm adjusting. Chew, hey, what's up, man? Good to see you.
Too strong. What's up, brother? This tab break brought to you by True.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Alex got jokes.
Yeah, Alex, full of jokes. Yeah, this has been great. Okay, so going forward, we will not have a show next week because I'll be in.
He's on a boat.
I'm on a boat. I'd say I'd go live with some drinks and stuff, but I'm not getting the internet package, so I'm going to be out, completely out, enjoying time with the kids and the family and stuff. So, and then we're back the following. Let me pull up the calendar because Brian and I were talking about it. Then we're back on the 3rd. We'll have a show. The 10th, the show will be from North Carolina. Well, I'll be in North Carolina. I'm traveling up that weekend. So we'll try to set something up for that. The 11th, I will definitely go live because that's pickup day for my new cart from Deerfield, and I can't wait to see it. Brian and those guys, man, he's just doing an awesome job in the color, and it's just going to be. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. You can't thank them enough. Can't thank them enough. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait to get it on the beach and show it off. Then the 17th, we're not going to have a show, or the 24th, we won't have a show because I'll be in school for my getting my captain's license that weekend.
Woo-woo.
So
noise
become an actual 6-pack charter and captain. And then we'll be back on the 3rd of March. We'll be back. So another 2-week break, but neither one of us like to do the show alone. we would much rather do it together and keeping it going. So we're gonna go do that. Barry, I'm not revealing the color, but
you will when
you're
there.
Thought of that one though. Dang, not just kidding.
You might have time.
I'm sure I do, but I like the other color much better.
Yeah, well, I think it's gonna be cool. I'm glad you guys are getting cards, man.
It goes more with the thing. Yeah, matter of fact, I was just texting Beach Buzz. I'll follow up with him afterwards to see what's up. Okay. Have a guest fill in. Yeah, we could. But then I lose my job. I see that happens on the news all the time, man. Somebody fills in. Next thing you know, they're a permanent guy.
Can't be better than him. Yeah, I got your text, Andy. I can't really jump over too much here as I'm doing the live, man.
Yeah. Could have Frank and Justin do fill-ins. Careful what you wish for, Frank.
Man, the car handled really well today.
Feel good. I don't know what to do with my hands.
Oh, well, we appreciate you guys as always sticking around with us. It's always fun talking with you on a Friday. Thanks for spending your Friday evening with us. We hope you have a great rest of your weekend. If you do get out to go fish, be safe. Hopefully you catch a lot of great ones. Enjoy yourself. Don't forget to share it. Tag us in there, hashtag in there for the Panhandle Fishing Report. We still try to follow up with that. We're trying to figure out a better way to be able to track it. And don't hesitate to. Sometimes we'll figure out something. If you want to PM the show, you're welcome to do that on our social media, on Facebook or Insta. Send us a PM on there for pictures. If you want to do on that, maybe you'll end up on the scroll. We'll go from there. We'll also start having guests after we get.
That's a good idea. That's probably a better idea. PM the show page.
So look at that. I got job security, man. I come up with ideas.
We appreciate everybody sticking around, man. This has been a great show. We will see you not next week, but coming back on the 3rd
following week.
We'll be back in here. Until then, y'all take care. Get out there, do some fishing. Later.